And so we're Kyle and Kelly Gensel with Greylee Farm. We're located in Pennsylvania, and this is our first year beekeeping, actually. So we're brand new to the hobby.
So I would say our beekeeping journey ironically started with chickens. So we started this whole homesteading process, got chickens a little over a year ago, and that really snowballed into a whole lot of other things. So we have chickens, we have goats, we have an expanded garden, and that kind of led us to be like, okay, well, bees make sense. Why don't we look at getting bees? So it wasn't our first thought, but it's definitely like fit into our whole process.
So for us being new, I'd say it was all kind of challenging, but then all not kind of challenging because ignorance is bliss. So kind of going into it, we didn't, we had our neighbors that we kind of went off and learned from them, and they really helped us. They came when we got the nooks and everything, they came and helped us. So that was really helpful. But I think challenging, just kind of not knowing what to expect.
For me, I'm like the anxious farmer. So I think I was very like over-researched. And the one thing about the internet is there's so many groups and pages, but everyone has a different opinion. And there's a wide array of the basics of beekeeping and the complexity. And I think what I'm finding is as a hobby, it's very much layered. You start off as a beginner and the simplistics of it and what you need, but you have experts out there that will tell you about the intricacies of the behavior of bees and what does this mean, and these tiny little formations of this mean this, and this brood pattern can indicate this. And I think that's an ongoing thing. I would say our favorite part of beekeeping, in my opinion, is ironically how tranquil it is. We got the bees at home. There's just something about doing your hive inspections and just watching how busy they are and how complex the process is and their jobs. And they're honestly amazing. I really love the peacefulness of beekeeping and its complexity. And that's my favorite part of it. It's just really amazing to watch them.
Yeah, and for me, I thought it was just really interesting to see how they work, how the whole process, just literally getting in there and just like staring at the bees is pretty awesome. So pretty simple answer for me, but it's just cool to watch how they work.
For like such little creatures, the complexity of like their jobs and how they really like work together as a unit is just, I think it's amazing. The only one regret that I would say that I have is I do wish in our local area, we had like a facility, Man Lake had a store kind of somewhat in our area, and they used to host bee classes, and I kind of wish I would have done that.
Yeah, we didn't take any classes. Our neighbors went and took classes. We didn't do any of that. We probably...
More structure, I guess, benefit in that. But with that being said, there is a lot of resources out there, so I don't think they're absolutely necessary, but that is one thing that I potentially would have done different. So why did we choose to go with Hoover hives? One of the things that I really liked about the hives is the fact they're wax dipped. Number one, like you're starting a new hobby, really like looking into like, oh my gosh, we have to paint them. We have to make sure they're weatherproofed. What's the longevity of these? Like, I just love that right from the get-go. They were wax dipped. They're beautiful, solid, had great ratings. I was like, this is great. Like, I'm already overwhelmed. The fact that I can just have these hives ready to go, put my bees in.
We had to put them together.
We did have, but that's okay. But that was an experience in itself too. But just the fact that the product is great and you're not worried about the longevity of it, because honestly, like the thought of like, okay, if we have a hive and it starts breaking down and it's established, like what does that entail to, move things around? So that was like the biggest thing for me. I'm like, they're ready, they're good.
And going back to what I said, just some advice. So we bought one set that was already put together. And then we bought some that were not assembled. One that was assembled, one that wasn't, or some that were not assembled, and we didn't really realize that. So, they're easy to put together, super simple to put together, just a little time consuming. So, but yeah, so that's just something for newbies to look at when you're buying them, is whether they're assembled or not.
And truly, like, we didn't grow up around this stuff. This is like our first generation thing. And I know in a sense, it's a bit of a trend that, our generation is getting big into like homesteading and animals and gardening. And I think that in itself is a bit overwhelming, but keeping it simple and making sure that this is something that works with a busy life, because a lot of people are working full time. So we wanted to make sure that it was something that fit into our lives. It wasn't overwhelming, but also knowing like, the people that are interested in doing it are like not alone. We are for sure winging it in many aspects and have great support. And there's a lot of veterans out there that are definitely helping us that have been doing beekeeping forever. But ourselves, this is new to us. We'd never seen hives directly until we got hives. So we're learning.
And another big thing is don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Yeah.
It's okay to make mistakes, and just be willing to learn from your mistakes and research, ask questions. The internet's a wonderful thing. Ask questions, and yeah, it's not too complicated. It's just got to be patient. You don't need some extravagant setup to do this. We have a very simple setup, and we did a electric fence around it, which we obviously would recommend doing an electric fence. But just try to research simple ways to do it, so you're not overwhelmed by the hobby that it's not fun anymore.
For people looking at getting hives, on the verge of getting hives, but not sure they want to do it, we have absolutely no regrets. We got the 4 hives, we set up our area. It wasn't a super strenuous project, and I'll tell you, it's great. It's a great hobby. It's relaxing, it's interesting. The bees themselves are fascinating, and they've really fit well into our lives. A lot of our fears about getting stung or, all these complexities of the hives and if we would fail, really, and knock on wood, they could happen. But, we've had a great experience. I would say the hesitation probably got us more than anything. We should have done this years ago. It's really fun, and just the excitement of seeing how they develop and grow has been great.
And as far as words of encouragement, I would say just do it. It's awesome. It's good for the bees, good for the environment, or good for the world. So definitely do it. And yeah, it's not. I thought it's been pretty simple. You've been doing a bulk of the work, but I thought it's been pretty not too difficult, not too complicated. Definitely easier than some of the other things we've done. So yeah, just do it. Just do it. Enjoy it. Have fun, and you'll learn a lot. And you just don't know what it's like until you get in there and see it. It's pretty awesome. So as a kid, you're terrified of getting stung by a bee. You never thought you'd be surrounded by 40,000 bees. So yeah, just do it, and don't be scared. It's awesome, and you'll enjoy it.